Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 24, Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. Right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16
well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 1st down, it's Jones. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 6.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Green Bay.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On is the punt team now as the Vikings turn up the heat and they block it. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions. Week 3, it happens along the way, but you're right, he got out of the way, it's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. This is Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in the end zone. He'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Defended by Patrick Peterson.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 13-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second and 15. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he finds Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Packers 21, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And
blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Aaron Jones, incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
It's now 4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, it's Cook, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
40-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Packers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release. says this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Packers 28, Vikings 21. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
To Aaron Jones.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Jones. Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. This is Jones. And they'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Eric Kendricks.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, blend a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
He's brought down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed of it. Probably not.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Cousins on 4th down. Buying time to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. But they're going to wrap it up as he'll go down well short of the 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, they still don't. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They'll look to throw. It is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Jefferson. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more